And here we are, back at the intro.
Right, let's get going, shall we?
Huh? Hey, wait for me! So this is your world.
Narnia.
Home at last! But there's a tidy way to go yet.
Hey, Mr. Drippy, that was pretty neat just now, huh?
Oh, that herd of elk! Enjoy your first encounter with the majestic wildlife of our mysterious world, did you?
Oh, definitely. Especially since we rarely ever see the elk.
Jeepers.
Oh, Nickers! Where did he spring from?
It's a puppy.
Ah! What do we do?
He's not like the big softies just now. He's itching for a fight. Proper savage.
Let's run away!
No, use that stick you got by there. Give him a whacking and send him packing.
Ah!
Look lively, he's making his move.
I will hit you with the stick. For our first fight of the game. Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 with another episode of Let's Play Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we went through Motorville, got a magic book and a magic wand, and we made our way to Drippy's world. After our mother died, we also met Mr. Drippy. But yes, this is a tutorial on the battle system. As you can see, it starts off with you selecting what you're gonna do. Don't fret, Ollie boy. I'll let your old pal Drippy talk you through the basics of battle. First off, look at that green gauge. It's the health. Yeah, the more HP you have, the healthier you are. But if you run out, you go unconscious. Look at his little sprite there. That's adorable. If you see, the blue gauge is MP. So we're not gonna worry about that now because we don't have any spells. And that's a rough. So that shows you his health, and the little thing in the corner of his name is actually a elemental type. I think that one is Sun. But anyway, these speech bubble things are the commands you can use. So yeah, you could just use the D-pad to select attack and press X to choose. Get cracking with the whacking! So right now, nothing. While you're selecting, the battle stops, which is actually very convenient. But yeah, so you see there's like a little clock on the side there. Tidy, or should I say nice? That's what I say when an enemy's weak spot or block a big attack, see? And it dropped something. Let's pick it up. So yeah, that little clock thing shows you how long the attack goes on for. And you're just going to automatically do whatever attack it is. You see there's a red clock above attack. There's a cooldown time for everything that you do. For attack, it's usually barely any time, so you can usually just keep selecting attack over and over. You can also move freely during the battle, as you can see what I was doing there. That's a glim. Enemies drop them in the heat of battle. Green glims give you HP, blue ones give you MP. There's also another one that we are not going to see for a little while. Yeah, so take my word. Time for you to practice what I preach. Okay, so you can run around the battle, use the right stick to move the camera, actually. You can actually avoid most enemy attacks just by running away from them, which is kind of cool. But yeah, let's select attack. Ow. Just keep selecting attack, because that's really all we can do. Don't worry, battles get a lot better than this. We're not going to get a sword or anything, sadly, but you'll see. And we get experience, just like any good RPG. Sticker store! And we get monies!
Oh, hey, proper tidy. Nice one, Ollie boy.
Jeepers creepers.
I love the victor music.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. Our world is absolutely riddled with beasties.
Oh,
But
wonderful.
Keep that up and you'll have nothing to worry about. Right, let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay,
Sure, Mr. Drippy, but where are we going?
that's a good question.
First off, we need to get you a wand.
But I already have a wand.
You're having a laugh, aren't you? That thing's about as magical as a flipping cabbage. You might just squeeze a gateway spell out of it, but you can forget about anything more than that.
All hail
Honestly,
the magic
I wish you'd
cabbage.
think before you open your mouth.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I told you Ding Dong Dell was just over by yonder, didn't I?
Ah, ding dong
Well,
dell.
if we're very lucky, we might find a wand with a bit more oomph down by there.
So, are wands really so hard to find here?
Yeah.
Time was you couldn't move for the flipping things. But since Shadar showed up, magic's taken a real nose.
What's that
dive.
name
He
again?
banned people from using it, see? Cursed anyone who tried to.
That's not very
He scared
nice.
them all so much they gave it up.
Well,
So, he's pretty scary, huh?
No, he's not.
Well, he
He's
did
a
leave for
rag
big
doll.
Didn't he? Just saying his name's enough to make most folks brick it. Still,
So
I'd
he-
rather be a doll than have him go poking round in my heart. No one wants to be broken-hearted.
Broken
Owner of a lonely
Like,
heart is
sad?
better than the owner
Worse
of a
than that,
broken
much worse.
heart.
It's when he steals a piece of a person's heart. Poor beggars don't know whether they're alive or dead. That's no way
Oh.
to live, man.
So that's why they're all so scared of him,
They
huh?
turn to
You
zombies.
can't let him go on doing this.
Well, it's not a matter of letting him, is it? It's not like people flipping enjoy it. That's why I brought you here, innit? You might just be able to stop him, see?
You really
Yeah.
think I can?
Of course you can! You are the pure-hearted one!
Yay.
Legends say that the pure-hearted one will drive away the darkness.
Huzzah.
He'll teach you a few tasty spells and you'll be ready to face him in no time.
Yum,
Sound
yum.
good to you?
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll learn magic.
Yeah. You're a wizard,
Of
Harry.
course you will. And that's why we need to find you a better wand.
See, my
Alright.
name is Oliver.
Let's head for
and
Ding
it
Dong
sounds
Dell.
like Ollivander. Tidy. So if you stuck through so far, good job. Yay, we got a trophy. Ain't it beautiful, Ollie boy? It's good to be back. Our world is absolutely riddled with monsters. Yeah, if one of them spots you, you'll see an exclamation and it'll charge you. If you run out of health, you die. If you sneak up behind a monster, you can get a first strike. If the monster sneaks up on you, it gets a first strike. Yep. So if you, as a little something, consider a gift from Lord High Lord of the Fairies. Yay. Money. Bread. Money. Because bread is like a term for money. You get it? No. I'm not funny. I'm gonna let the game be funny. If I munch on one of this and you're feeling a bit ropey and you'll be right as rain in no time. Yeah, there's no potions here. It's actual, like, food items restore your health. A wizard cannot live by bread alone. He needs a proper wand. And yeah, Ding Dong Dell's right over there. Okay, so, basics of the Overworld. First of all, that music. Yeah, you're gonna come to love that and hear it a lot. Anyway, left stick, walk around. Oh wow, that thing spot me all the way from here. Really? 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 Well, anyway, let's show off the enemy. It's a minor bird.
Let's do it!
I'm going to try to explain all the puns because that doesn't make it funny, but some people might get it. The pun on this is that there is a type of bird called a minor bird. You might have seen it in Earthbound. It's like a type that can mimic speech. But anyway, minor bird. Minor bird. There's the pun. So yeah, just like every enemy right now, we're just gonna smack it, and smack it, and smack it. Yeah, take that. Let's get the health over there. We should level up. Nope. Sorry. Anyway, use the right stick to move the map up and down, left, right. You see these glowing things are kind of like draw points. You can find ingredients. What do they, or you can also find items, but what do the ingredients do? You'll find out later. Wow, you are fast. Did it just stop? Are we playing like red light, green light? Cool! Red light, green light is a thing in this. Anyway, hold on for 1 second. Oh, Nicholas, there's something I forgot to tell you. What's that, Mr. Trippy? Here in my world, you can use the right stick to change your viewpoint. I just explained this. And yeah, I'd have it on a rumble, just enter a rumble without a bit of a rumble. Okay. I guess so. I don't know if it's really coming through the game because I have the music lowered so that you guys can actually hear me. But I'm wearing my Sennheiser headphones so I can hear like all the bass and everything. And this is just one point in the song here where it just says boom, boom in the background, like a really deep bass drum, and it's beautiful. I'm going to try to find the soundtrack to this online because it's seriously one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game. I love when an orchestra does something, you know? Oh, this guy's all... Oh god, I know that feeling.
Looks to me like a classic case of broken-hearted.
Looks to me like somebody has a case of the
You mean
Mondays.
that thing you were talking about before?
That's right. The broken-hearted are people who've had part of their hearts stolen.
Oh, no.
Poor souls just aren't themselves. They're all
Oh.
weird and useless, they do.
So his heart was broken by...
Keep up, will you? Shadar, innit? If anyone tries to stand up to him or does anything he doesn't like, he breaks their hearts into pieces so they can't put up a fight.
Oh no.
But if he stays that way, we can't get into Ding Dong Dell.
Yeah. So what we gonna do about it, huh? You better cure him, ain't it, Ollie boy? Time to mend their first broken heart. Yep, time to introduce a new game mechanic. How do I do that? You can't do it just yet. There's a couple things will be needed. I know an old man who's got just what we need. Proper useful ammo, eh? What old man? What old man? The old man lives in the wood to the north of here. Proper deep and deep darkly it is. That's why it's called the Deep Dark Wood. Okay. Yeah, so we got Mr. Peppy over here. Ding Dong Doorman. 1, 2.
Yes, dear. What is it?
Let's just listen to the
Hello.
What's that?
Good day.
Fine weather. Today. To be an adventurer.
Till I took an arrow in the knee. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to listen to all the, like, the little recordings. Honestly, listening to this on a set of headphones as opposed to just add the TV is heightening my experience by so much. For the most part, I'm going to try to avoid enemies because right now we're really not equipped to fight anything. God. Okay, now we should be leveling up. There we go. So a few things happen level up when you level up. First of all your stats increase, or they should increase. HP is up 6, attack 2, magic attack, accuracy, defense, magic, defense, evasion. Yeah, lots of stats in this game. Also, it restores all your HP and MP, which is pretty nice. So let's take a look at our map. So we're over here. First of all, the map is beautiful, but you see Ding Dong Dell is to our right, where obviously the little triangle that's glowing, and the point we're trying to get to is up over there. So we kind of have to make our way northwest. You can't really see it from here. It's behind that area, but yeah. So we're still too slow for the enemies. But here's a new enemy, Ouroboros. No pun here. It's just Ouroboros is a snake that that's biting its tail. It's not a pun. That's actually just what it is. Oh. Sometimes Mr. Drippy doesn't fight with you, but sometimes as you're fighting, he'll throw glims into the battle. But don't rely on that. Okay, there we go. I mean, you see there's like kind of a little road here to follow. That's really the best bet, I guess, for this. We can also find some of the draw spots, but we really don't need to see them at this point. But some of the enemies, as you can see, follow you. Some just charge in a straight pattern. Yeah, it's really different per enemy. Did I just... Oh no, that was just Mr. Drippy. Yeah. So far, playing on normal, the enemies are not that much harder, which is nice. I mean, it's the first enemies in the game, but still. Some games have quite a difficulty difference. But anyway, let's go to the Deep Dark Woods. I don't think that's a pun. I think it's just the Deep Dark Wood. Oh, but the town names do have puns. The Deep Dark Wood, Forest of Fairy Tales. What's that, you ask? We'll see. Look at that! It's a waystone! That was useful. A waystone? Yeah, man. There are ancient stones, so you can use them to store record of your adventure so far. Yeah, so they're save points, and they're also healing points. Give me strength, man, because they're crawling with horrible beasties, ain't it? That sounds kind of scary. You get used to it, man. Just remember, you can go recording your progress any old where. Yeah, so if you touch a waystone, you'll also be fully healed. And you can save. So when you're out, well, when we were in Motorville or on the world map, you can save whenever you want. When you are in a dungeon, you have to use a save. Oh, sorry. You have to use the save point. See, the save option isn't there anymore. Also, if you press start, you can do quit game. Just be careful that because menu is triangle, but like you would press start accidentally to go to the menu. Just take it slowly. But yeah, I would definitely recommend saving at every single point that you possibly can. Solely because there's one thing that I've had a problem with this game, is that every so often, I really only found this towards the end, but every so often the game just flat out freezes and you have to reset the system. And it usually does that like right after I do something important. But like I said, that's more towards the end of the game I found that, but it can really set you back. So I would suggest just saving whenever you pass by these things. I mean, because it's a PS3 game, by the way, you can't do this yet. Because it's a PS3 game, there's really not a problem with like available save memory. Like, you know, some games have slots. Let's just follow Drippy for now. Some games have slots, but this one really doesn't run into that because you could just have a bazillion slots. So just keep saving.
Mr. Drippy!
Also,
Wait for
don't
me.
save over your old files. It's probably better. Oh, snap.
Who goes there?
Is it gonna eat me?
Jeepers.
Ollie boy,
It's
meet
the
old
tree
Father
from
Oak.
Dark
How
Cloud.
do you a leafiness?
Oh, Drippy, it's you. And to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I got a visitor by here from another world, see? And what it is I was wondering if you might lend us a bit of a hand, like.
Oh, I should have known. You only ever come to see me when you are in need.
Level
Sorry,
5 made the
Torship.
Dark
You know
Cloud
I'm
games,
always
by
very
the way,
grateful.
so it's not really much of a stretch. I just want to point that out.
Ah, spotted it, did you bark ship?
Yeah, boxed it.
Pure-hearted one. He who will drive out the darkness.
So I keep hearing.
And Drippy, you mean to...
That's right, your ancient ship. We're off to give Shadar a right royal hiding.
Yeah.
You? Why? As reckless as ever.
You jerk. I do what I want.
Very well. You shall have my aid.
I love that skeptical face he
First.
made.
We had better give the boy a familiar.
Familiar with what?
Oh, yeah. Clean forgot I did. He's
I-
right, Dolly boy.
I tried
Might
to
be
get
a bit
him
early,
killed.
But I suppose we better teach you how to conjure up familiars, innit?
Yep.
Familiars?
Yeah, familiars. You're in our world, you can magic up little fighting creatures from your heart, see? They're called familiars. Where we're going, the beasties are only gonna get bigger and meaner. So, you're gonna need a helping hand.
Yep.
Or claw, or beak, or tentacle.
Let's keep the
Can I
tentacles
really
out
do
of
it?
here.
Well, there's only one way to find out. You want to help your mum, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Sure I do.
Well then, grab your wizard's companion and turn to the page marked Form Familiar.
Alright. But Mr. Drippy, there's no spell named Form Familiar. You what? The boy is correct. Look at his wizard's companion. It would seem that it's missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers! Now, does that mean I can't cast a spell? Oh, I'm not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form Familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. Oh man, it's a page. Where is he holding it? But yeah, so the Wizard's Companion is missing a lot of pages, and you can find them over the course of the game, and they either give you spells or just really cool stuff to read or whatever. It's all sorts of everything, as I was saying when I was talking about the Wizard's Companion. But yes, now we have the new spell. Thank you very much. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee you'll be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards, such as life. Yeah, so he's alluding to the fact that the Wizard's Companion is going to be filled with a lot of garbage. There's a ton of spells that we're going to get that we'll never be able to use or have any use for whatsoever. Such is life. So let's try out Form Familiar. Sure thing, Mr. Drip Drip. Form Familiar. It takes a piece of it. Break another piece of my heart now, baby.
What's this?
Last time
Kalima!
Look at that!
Kalima!
Warrior from your very own heart, a familiar!
Kalima!
Familiar?
That's right, the fighting spirit inside you made flesh, a soldier of your soul.
Yay.
And he can really help me fight?
Oh, he's adorable.
Huh? That was a mean trick.
And the stronger you get, the harder he's gonna hit as well.
Wow.
Okay, so this is the mechanic of the game. Fighting for you. You can also fight for yourself like we were already, but fighting for you is going to be familiars. This is, and it's going to be a system kind of like Dragon Warrior Monsters, I would say. Or maybe just Dragon Warrior, one of the Dragon Warrior games that lets you recruit monsters and things. But yeah, there's not going to be any monster breeding like in some Pokemon games, but yeah. So this game gets fun because pretty much almost any enemy, aside from bosses and certain special enemies that you can fight in the game, you can either recruit or get through some mean and use them. So that's really awesome. Indeed, he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? You better give the little fellow a name, eh? Yeah, and you can also name everybody. First of all, let's just go through the suggestions. The character's name is Mighty Mite, I think, or just Mite. I'm actually wearing my Mighty Mite shirt right now while I'm recording. But something else with this game is that there's suggested names, and they're all puns. We have Mighty, Matey, Mito, Smitey, because it has might in the name and it smites things with its sword. So I'm not going to name it any of those because I'm going to give it the name that I gave my Mite the first time I played. First time I played, I actually named all my major characters after the Miyazaki films. Surprise, surprise. In this case, I am naming him Ponyo because he looks exactly like Ponyo did before he grew more human. Yes. Oliver, we cannot set you off in the wild with only a withered wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you. The first is restorative incantation known as Healing Touch. Yeah, so we got a spell to heal ourselves. I also like the little pictures on there. They did a lot of work with the Wizard's Companion. Tidy, that's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventure. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with a healing touch. You make it sound like I'm gonna get hurt a lot, Mr. Drippy. Next, I give you the gift of Blazing Inferno. Fireball! Yum! Shoots a little ball of fire, that one does. Plant-based beasties flippin' hate fire, man. Yeah, there's weaknesses and strengths in this game. Something cool that I like that not a lot of games have, that I've seen, like RPGs, is that physical is an element in this game as well. You'd never aim that at me, would you? Of course not, old Father Oak. Yay, fireball! That looks like Calcifer, doesn't it? You can press square at any time to open the spells menu and use touch, healing touch, but fireball you're really not going to be using outside of battle. But yeah, I'll show you that after we get this. Most unexpected of spells can prove useful in the right circumstances, though. So, yeah, this game's going to have lots of fun little puzzles to solve that involve creative use of spells. So I like it. Yay! Oh, it's battle time.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Spoiling for a fight, is it? And I give him what he wants, Ollie boy.
Huh? But what do I do?
Just think what you want him to do and he'll do it. It's as easy as falling off a log, man.
Okay,
But I've never fallen off a log before.
here goes.
Expecto Patronum! For another battle time against Teeny Boppers.
Let's go!
A Teeny Bopper is it's a music reference thing. Right to Ollie boy, it's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First of all, you gotta pick who's gonna fight you, out of you and your little friend. You've gone through trouble making him, so best give him a go, eh? Select him, will you? Okay, so just something to point out. Well, I guess he'll point it out. Tidy now, let's send him into the fray, shall we? It says circle there, that's your stamina gauge. Yeah, the yellow circle. Shows how much longer he can fight for. When that stamina gauge ends, your familiar will become tired and he won't be able to do anything. The longer you keep him, the shorter the gauge will get. When it's empty, he can't fight anymore. He doesn't die, it just has to recharge before you can do anything again. So yeah, but don't let it like fully end, because then he gets into like a tired cycle. Call him back before right before it closes so that it recharges faster. And that's his sign. He's a Sagittarius. No, he's not. Yeah, so they're all sun types. Yeah, sun, moon, star, and planet. Different ones get on better. So you can help. That can help you. Let's talk about tricks. So yeah, instead of magic, they have all familiars have tricks, certain skills that they learn, kind of like Pokemon's moves. They use MP usually. Yes, this. So Cut Loose hits all enemies, but it uses up 10 MP, so we can really use it once before having to recharge ourselves at this point. Yeah. And yeah, if your familiar spam is always going down, so you're going to have to swap with him, or end the battle, and press L1 to swap him. Okay, something else to note, first of all, see, I pressed L1 so I can choose between Oliver and Ponyo. You see, Ponyo doesn't have health. Your familiar's health is tied to your own. You'll see when he levels up, it only levels up his like attack and things like that, but it never levels up his health or mana, because it's connected to yours. If you see on the lower right, it'll show his affinity. He is strong against wind, but weak to water. So just keep that in mind. There's physical, fire, water, wind, light, and darkness. Anyway, let's attack. Yeah, see, Ponyo's attack isn't that strong, but let's try out Cut Loose. It requires a little time to charge, and then it has a little animation. Yeah, 6 and 7 damage, very nice. And then it always has a cooldown. You see, Cut Loose has a longer cooldown than just the regular attack. And we get a critical, nice. Oh, 2 criticals in a row, dude. Also something to keep note of, as you can see here. Yeah. When you fight, everyone in your party currently gets experience. Doesn't matter if you use them or not. So both Oliver and Ponyo are going to get experience here. We both leveled up, so everything is fully healed. You see our HP and MP went up. Pretty average stat gains. And Ponyo, pretty nice stat gains too. Ponyo's main what's it called? Traits are going to be, you're going to see, are going to be attack, accuracy, I would say, and defense. You can really see as like the base stats what they're going to be, but some enemies you can't see it from that. You know how to fight with familiar, Ollie boy? To be true contender, you need to learn when to let your familiar loose and when to take control. We're do our best. And it goes back in my heart. When he's not fighting, the little fellow can be found taking easy in the creature cage. Yeah, and you can feed him with delicious treats. You can use those. The treats improve their happiness, or you can use it to teach them new tricks, and you can also increase their stats that way. But you have a limit of how many stats you can increase. So, I mean, I would say go for it at this point in the game, but later on you're going to want to be more conservative with what you actually feed them. Usually I try to feed them to increase their whatever they're deficient in. Yeah, they also have a stomach meter, so you can only feed them a certain amount at a time, and then you have to fight with them to make them more hungry again. So it's very involved. You certainly don't have to do it, but there's some creatures, most creatures actually, really only there's like certain advantages to increasing their heart meter. I'll show you in just a second. There's a guard in Ding Dong Dell, and he's broken-hearted. I'll show you after we do this. Broken-hearted, you say? Shadar's evil spreads still further. We need That's right. You got it, have you? Oh, patience, of course I do. It's around you somewhere. You got lost it, have you? He's a tree. It takes him a long time to find things. It's just a little tangled up there, that's all. Ah, well, I take it I have a favor to ask you. We haven't got time to go. Mr. Drippy. Come on. Ah, how very refreshing to meet someone who's responsible.
Oi!
Alright, I get the flippin' message. It's a guardian in these woods, you see. The guardian, eh? What's up with the old fellow? I'm afraid he has become rather unruly of late, and he is neglecting his duties. Heh, duty. That's no good. We better help you sort him out then. The guardian, he sounds kind of tough. Sure, right he is. He's way stronger than your average beastie, but you got familiar on your side now, man. You'll be fine. You gotta take shit out. You can't go back out of a bit light guardian bashing now, can you? Yes, it's a JRPG. We're gonna have to kill all the guardians, probably. The Guardians of the Galaxy? No. No. How very kind of you. Yes, go blow him to bits in thine mercy. So he's gonna be in the deepest part of the woods, beyond the Whispering Waterfalls. I wish you luck. But that's gonna do it for this episode. First spell's not familiar as I turn into a proper wizard and into Ollie boy. I guess I am. Let's take a look at your new mate. It's a piece of cake. Well, I guess I'll show you the creature cage first. Friends and familiars. Look at adorable illustrations there. Behind the Mite, that's an enemy called a Toko. We're not gonna be seeing him for a long time. Toko. It's a bit complicated. I'll throw you a few options kicking around, but you'll soon get the hang of it, man. Yeah, we're new to this wizarding lark, so there's a limit to what you can do, ain't it? Keep fighting monsters, eventually it'll get stronger. With all that, we call that leveling up. Yeah, you got it. Bum 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 ba da dum bum. Oh, and yeah, so let's go check out Friends and Familiars. So we got Ponyo here. Ponyo doesn't have any equipment yet, but you see we can give him a sword, a shield, and an accessory. He has attack, defend, and cut loose as his commands. Those are his tricks. So he has 2 trick slots. As you can see here, this is what he's going to learn over the course of his levels. Yeah, we'll get more into that as we level up. You see his stats, 3 stars for movement, 3 stars for attack. It means he's pretty fast, and his attacks also pretty fast. The less stars, the less attacks you get per clock turn. Yeah, you see he's going to have a lot of accuracy. Also, we can go to the creature cage, and you see Ponyo's familiarity is at 1 heart. As you go up in hearts, it unlocks more slots for tricks and things like that, and it really powers it. It's really useful, so I would suggest going for it. Right now, we have nothing to feed him though, but we'll see in the future. Ponyo likes chocolate. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm going the wrong direction. I'm gonna go back to the save point, and in the next episode, we are going to go into the heart of the Whispering Woods.
Oi!
Whatever we are. Not the Whispering Woods. That's something else, isn't it? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, in the next episode, we're gonna go further. Oh, it is the... Yeah, okay, whatever. That music. No. And, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth 4 with Ni no Kuni. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.